Tariq needs to learn how to throw hands. Like, that's something he needs to learn how to do. Because this guy has got zero hands. He's got zero hands. And yeah, he needs to learn how to throw them hands. Because that would make him just far more complete and far more versatile as a hustler if he learn how to throw hands. Because he's very good in other areas. He's got a lot of other strengths. For example, like he's very good at thinking 2-3 moves ahead. He's very good at thinking outside of the box as well. And he's very good at coming up with strategic plays to eliminate his competition. For example, in the episode where Braden gets into a fight with Scott, the other student at Stanfield, who's another student at Stanfield, Braden gets into a fight with him. Braden wins the fight. But Tariq basically orchestrated that whole entire fight because he knew that Scott was also selling product and therefore he was a rival, therefore he was competition. And Tariq came up with that very, very strategic plan of getting rid of the competition, i.e. getting rid of Scott. So that was a brilliant chess move there. He orchestrated that entire fight, but he did it in a way where Braden didn't know that it was him that orchestrated the fight. Braden didn't even suspect that it was him, that it was Tariq that orchestrated that fight. So he did it in a very subtle, surreptitious way. And that was a brilliant chess move there, because at the end of the episode, because basically he knew that Braden's name, the Western name, holds a lot of power and leverage. He found that out, basically. And so basically he used the tools that were at his disposal. He knew that Braden's name holds a lot of power, holds a lot of leverage. And so knowing that, he knows that if Braden gets into a fight with anyone, irrespective of whether he wins or loses, like if Braden gets into a fight, the guy that he's got into a fight with will get kicked out of uni. And uni is basically short for university. But as people in America will call it college. But he knew that Braden gets into a fight, irrespective of what happens, the guy that Braden's fighting is going to get kicked out because that Western name holds a lot of leverage, holds a lot of power. So he used the tools that were at his disposal to basically eliminate the competition, eliminate the rival. That was a brilliant chess move there from Tariq. Brilliant chess move. And on top of that as well, you've got the whole course correct thing he did as well. So he's able to come up with brilliant chess moves like he did with getting rid of the competition, getting Scott kicked out of the uni, but also he's able to come up with sophisticated methods of running his operation. For example, the whole course correct app now, like that app he's using the app to sell product under the guise of tutoring. So, and it's an easy to follow, easy to understand app as well, because you've got your basic package and you've got your premium package. And the basic package is basically you just get tutoring, you get like a revision guide, something like that. And you've got your premium package as well, where you get the same thing, but you also get the product of the customer's choice. But each subject in the app now is code for a different product. So you've got chemistry, which is like downers, maths is pills, something like that. And so because each subject is code for different products, it makes it very, very difficult for him to get caught with the app now. Like it makes it very, very difficult to for him to get caught, because it's like an encrypted way of selling product. So it's hard for him to get caught. So again, very, very smart thinking from Tariq again. So these are the areas where he pretty much excels in. But like I said, he just needs to learn how to throw hands, because he's terrible like that. This guy's got zero hands. Like this guy's got zero hands. There was like last season, he was struggling to fight off bars from GTG. Like if it wasn't for 2-Bit saving his life, he'd probably be dead. He'd probably be dead if it wasn't for 2-Bit. And Bars is a skinny Ute as well, like skinny Ute guy. But it's a skinny Ute, Bars. Like he's a skinny guy, and Tariq was struggling with him. Bearing in mind that he had like he had hold of a metal pole, and he still struggled as well. Bars easily got him on the floor, and yeah, 2-Bit came in clutch and saved Tariq's life. So yeah, Tariq needs to learn how to throw hands. And in one of the pictures as well for season 2, you see Tariq with a black eye. So this guy's getting beaten up left, right, and center. Like this guy's getting beaten up left, right, and center by everybody. So he's got to take some kind of martial arts classes or something, because like this can't keep happening. In terms of who I think gave him that black eye, I suspect is probably a character we haven't met yet. But one possible theory as well is that I've come up with, just an idea I've got that I want to share, and yeah, a theory that I've come up with is potentially he got that black eye potentially from Monet may have hired some thugs or told Kane to beat him up. And the motive for that, the reason for that, maybe potentially because Monet finds out that Tariq lied to her when he said he had nothing to do with the whole Jabari death. Maybe Monet finds out that Tariq lied to her, and we all know that Monet, that's one thing she hates, is when people lie, people are dishonest with her. So maybe Monet finds out that Tariq lied to her. And during that promo scene as well, Monet did say to Tariq, "You know what happens if you're lying, right?" She said those exact words. So maybe Monet finds out that Tariq lied to her, and she's very unhappy with that because she hates dishonesty, and therefore she hires some thugs, or she tells Kane to beat Tariq up. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a potential possibility. I'm not predicting that at all, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving an idea out there, just sharing my ideas. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not even predicting it, but it's just a possible theory, you could call it. And also as well, it could also relate to that. If that happens, if Monet did set Tariq to get beaten up, it could also link to that scene where in one of the teasers where Monet is talking to Tariq in the car, and she says to him that, "Now you know I'm the one in control." So it could also link to that scene as well. So, because even though this is even if this is not the case, even if Monet had nothing to do with Tariq having that black eye, I do suspect that some of the scenes in the teasers, trailers, the promos, and some of the pictures, some of them are going to be interlinked. Some of them are going to link together, I think. So yeah, that's a theory I have, that some of these scenes from the teasers and the trailers and the promos, some of them are interlinked. Like whether or not Monet had anything to do with Tariq getting a black eye, I still believe that at least some of the parts of the scenes in the teasers and trailers and the promos, some of them are going to be linked together, whether or not Monet had anything to do with Tariq's black eye. That's what I do believe. So yeah, and that's just an idea I've got. Maybe Monet had something to do with Tariq's black eye, but I'm not predicting it. But it's just an idea that I've got. But another possible theory is 2-Bit. Maybe 2-Bit gives him the black eye. Maybe 2-Bit gives him the black eye because he's late with the payment. Let's not forget, he still owes 2-Bit money. So maybe 2-Bit had something to do with giving Tariq a black eye because he was late with his payment, or he doesn't have money to pay him, or something like that. Again, I'm not predicting it. Just like the whole Monet thing, I'm not predicting it, but it's just a possible theory that I've got. Just an idea. But yeah, or maybe Kane gives him a black eye because he's angry at him for whatever reason. These are just possible ideas and theories. But one thing I am definitely predicting though is that I think it's most likely going to be a character that we haven't met, yet, a character that we haven't been introduced to yet. That's probably most likely who gave Tariq that black eye, a character that we haven't been introduced yet, probably like a rival or someone like that. Or it's probably a character that we haven't been introduced to yet, in my view. Because maybe the power writers have constructed it in a way whereby they want us to think that 2-Bit has something to do with Tariq's black eye, or they want us to think that Kane has something to do with, or they want us to think that Monet hired some thugs to give Tariq a black eye. Maybe they want us to think that, but what's actually happened is probably some character that we haven't been introduced to yet that gave Tariq that black eye. You guys see where I'm going with this? So yeah, that's what I'm predicting. But guys, leave your comments in the comment section below on your thoughts on everything I've said, on who you guys think gave Tariq that black eye, and just your overall thoughts on everything that I've said in the video, and parts that you agree or disagree with, and everything like that. But yeah, leave your comments in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But yeah, that's it for this video, and until next time.